Hello and welcome. I'm really glad you could join me today for the Christmas plan, the Imeldafit Christmas plan, and it is days 1 to 6 today. Okay, so hopefully you've done days 1 to 3, so you know what you're doing, and then we'll be adding those 3 days. So especially with the beginners, I hope you found that useful, getting that description of where you should be feeling it and what you're actually achieving in each exercise. Okay, so remember we done the 1 to 3, we done a pyramid up and back down. Today we'll just be doing straight 2 minutes per exercise, and then we'll get 15 seconds off in between while I just describe the next exercise to you. The advanced people, especially for the first ones, for these squats, you can use a band if you like. Just remember to sit down, put it on, and then we'll get going with that as well. So that is optional. Weights are optional as well, so have them ready so you can choose them. Water bottle and enough room to move about in, and obviously a mat because we'll be getting on the floor. Okay, so got all those things ready. You're ready to up your fitness again for those next 3 days? We shall start with a warm-up. Okay, so if you start marching through for me. Okay, arms are out. Good, so just open out that chest. Feel that rib cage is low. I'm going to lift those arms up, give it a little up. Squeeze into the waist. Feel those shoulders, down and in. Abs are pulled in. Good, now I'm going to come over the top, point and over the top. I'm going to stay with that point, but I'm just going to lift those arms up, out the sides, lift them up. Good, so get that wing nice and strong. Feel that the abs are pulled in so you can do that quick lift. Good, you got another 4. I'm going to do a step touch, little step touch. Out and back, I'm grabbing that air, I'm pulling it behind. Knees slightly bent the whole time. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this step touch. Circle the way that I'm going. Circle. Good, now I'm going to come up on my toes. Lift it up. Yeah, so nice and loose to the shoulders. Going back again. Little tap forward. Good, I feel those shoulder blades coming together at the back. Now I'm going to go forward, straight arms, feel that little pec work going on. Okay, I'm going to do a box outside box, drop it down, lift it up. Good, so first few are squats. So again, if you want to use those bands, the more advanced people can use the bands. Okay, here we go, down, give me a little lift, and then on the other side. Just that, out of your squat. Turn, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to do a little kick back here, little kick back and lift. Good, so again, abs are pulled in, just kicking back. Got another 8. Feel that whole body, getting that lift up, out of the spine. 2, 1. Okay, well done, just give it a little shake through. Okay, so, people who do want to use the loop bands, you can do, or just give you a little bit of extra work on the outside of the thighs as we do those squats. Okay, everyone else, what we're going to be doing is we're going to do that free squat and then up, our very first one, our day 1. Okay, so, ready to go, just grab your weights. If you want to do it with weights, or if you're exactly a beginner, we're here. Okay, so, and then I come up, give me that squeeze. And give me that push up. Good, so things I'm remembering from my first instruction on this is that I'm back on my heels, which will fire my glutes to get to the top. Good, give me that lift. Yeah, so my shoulders back and down. Pushing it up, so you can really practice on that squat. What you notice this time is I've introduced this little angle here. So again, my shoulders are back and down, and I want my elbows to be able to hit my thighs. Okay, well done. You are now inside your last minute of work of these 2 minutes before you've got that optional weight lift. It's just a good practice to get into pushing up, using the backs of the legs, using the glutes to get up. Before I start adding to this action. Good, give me that squeeze. When I'm up at the top, my abs are pulled in, my glutes are squeezing, and push. So nice and strong. Inside your last 30 seconds now, pushing up. And remember what I said about the knees? When I do my squat, they don't collapse in. They stay feet parallel and then push. So my knees are also parallel here as well. And get that push up. Good. Last few seconds, here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lovely, good. Then I picked up a pair of weights for my next one. So it's that squat and the lift. So again, optional with the weights, but what it does is here, as I bend forward, I'm still going to do a few without the weight, without the lift first. It really concentrates on my shoulders being back and down. And then what I can do is I can add, on the way up, I'm going to add that lift. Now again, the lift itself is important. When I'm here, I'm strong. I haven't leant back to do it. Make sure you've got your abs pulled in. Okay, so let's do that squat. Coming up, do me that lift. So coming up out of that squat, wait till you're there, nice and strong, and you get that strong lift up. Good, there, and lift. Good. There we go. And give me that lift. So again, you might feel that your heart rate comes up, that your breathing comes up, because here I'm using my legs and I'm using my arms. Okay, so the lift is optional. If you feel that it's enough to stay here and work your back and getting up with that extra weight, because remember, you're pushing up on an extra weight as well, or if you want to do the lift, that lift. Good. 45 seconds left now. Give me that lift. Just a straight 2 seconds on each exercise. Once we're using one side or the other, of course, 1 minute on each side. Good, get me that push. And lift. Good. We're down now. 20 seconds left. Give me that push up. Give me that lift. Down to single figures, our last few. 3, 2, 1. And well done. Okay, this is what I'm going to do a one-legged squat. So I'm just going to pick up a heavier weight. Again, you don't have to have a weight. Remember, so here, I'm on one leg, and I'm going to change it over after a minute onto the other. Okay, so I'm down, and then I'm up. Good, so again, same things as I had on that double squat. I've got no weight on this leg. Good, so if you want to, if you're well practiced, you can tuck that behind. But now that we're on one leg, what I want you to think about is that you're still really staying back on your heel, so that knee won't move forward. The more my knee moves forward, the more my heel comes off the floor, the more work goes through the front of my thigh, where I don't want it. I want it up the back of my thigh, into my glutes. Yes, okay. You can tuck it behind if you want to. If you're used to the exercise, then get that lift. Check your shoulders, still back and down. Your abs are still pulled in. Good, so again, really working hard on one leg now. Last few seconds, I'm in single figures. And get that push up. Down, 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 and push up. Okay, this is where I change legs. Okay, lovely. I'm on the other leg now. 3, and then push up. You can tuck it behind if you feel you want to. And again, you can just leave it there if you want that balance. Just my toe down. Good. And give that push up. Good. We're just about to finish day 1. And push up. And push. So I'm really sitting back on it, shoulders pulled back and down, belly button pulled in, transabs pulled in, my weight on that one leg. Good, so no weight on this leg. Good, last few seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well done. Those guys who've got bands around their legs, if they want to take that off, we're moving on to our day 2, and it was lunges. Okay, so forward and backward lunge with one leg, forward backward lunge with the other leg. Okay, guys, with the bands off, legs are free, just my own body weight. So lunge forward, so lunge back. My zip and hollow is on, my shoulders pull back down and in. Okay, so I lunge forward, I sink down into it, shoulders over my hips, and then back. Good, so my same leg, if you want to, step it up here. If you're new to this exercise and you want to stay there, you can step it in. That's fine, most of my weight's still on the other leg. If you're used to the exercise, you just come up into the middle, but give yourself time to sink into it. Because remember what I say about that back leg has to be bent. And what I'm thinking about is that my shin, when I finish my lunge, pretty much parallel to the floor. Good, 20 seconds left on this leg. Then we change it over into our day 2 now. Yeah, so really practice these lunges and squats. They're really good for that lower body strength. Front and backs of thighs, especially on these lunges. Get down. Okay, lovely, good. Now change over the legs. Dropping it down. You can step, lift it up. So again, you might just want to get used to using that other leg. So I step it in and then I lunge back. Yeah, stepping it in, lunge back. Yeah, so feeling it through the thighs. Just again using my own body weight each time. And feel it straight through and then straight back. Yeah, so my core pulled in, my shoulders back and down, so when I lunge forward or back, I keep my shoulders over my hips. We are now down into single figures. Lovely, good. Forward and back. We are moving on. And good work, well done. Okay, so remember my next one. Again, it's about the rocker. I stay on one leg, I push up, I come forward on it, my abs are pulled in, my hips are facing forward, my glutes working for the lift. Okay, are we ready? Now, if you find that back drop down is giving you any sort of discomfort around your knee, you can stay here and get the bend forward, but you do have to bend that knee. You could be doing that instead. I really want you to feel what it feels like to be out on that front leg in that position where my hip to hip, my zip and hollow is on. I can feel it underneath my fingertips. Okay, but if you want to drop down and then come up, that front leg just gets that little bit of extra work, and then my back leg is doing the work to get that lift. Got my abs pulled in, so I'm not tempted to swing my back leg up. And then my back leg is also straight, so that hamstring has work to do. Okay, lovely, good. We are changing legs. Okay, so I'm into my lunge, I'm into my rock up. And get me that lift. Feel that your hips towards the floor at this point, not twisted out on one side, that you've got that full leg lift. Down into that lunge, if you want to do it like that, or here where I just shift my weight back, shift my weight forward. Good, so again, working all parts of that leg. My balance here at the top. Balance an important part of fitness. Keep that zip and hollow on. Good, lovely. I just have to mention balance rather. I just have to mention balance to go wobbly. So really keep that zip and hollow on. Feel that you are in control. And give me that lift. And up. And well done. Okay, we're into our rest. Okay, so our next one, I'm just going to lift and weight for. So it was the lunge and the lift. Again, up to you, whether you do. I do step up on this one as well. So I'm going to pick a reasonably heavy weight. Okay, so as I step back down, give me that lift. Okay, we're on for 1 minute. Good, so here, my shoulders are going over my hips, my abs are pulled in. As I get that lift, it's all about strength through the shoulder, whilst my shoulder blade is being pulled down and my rib cage is being pulled down by the fact that my abs are working for me. I just want to get that lift through the arm. And drop. Good, well done. Sitting back on it. Good, we have 15 seconds left on this one. And then we've got a minute on the other leg. And then we've finished with day 2. And there it is, good. Okay, other side. Okay, lunge back, give me that lift. Step back up. And again, as I say, if the lunge is back, I'm giving you any discomfort around your knee, you can always lunge this forward. I still end up in a lunge, and I get that lift. Keep focused, zip and hollow on the whole time. Check all those points, rib cage down and in, belly button being pulled in. Good, and give me that lift. And there we are. Good, well done. Okay, lovely. We're getting on the floor. Just remember when you weight on this one, so just bring yourself with you down onto the floor, onto your mat. It was the sit-ups, so feet are on the floor. Now these ones, because I'm using the same group of muscles each time, I am going to do a sit-up, and then I'm going to do the crunch, and then the crunch with the arms, and then start again. Okay, so if you remember on our pyramid one, after our more advanced one, we did go back to the beginning. So here it's just going to be a straight through 1 minute on each exercise. I'll tell you when. Good. Give me that squeeze up. You have got 15 seconds. Remember, I'm just really concentrating on that curl up, getting that right. As my shoulders go down, my head doesn't hit the floor, and I get that curl through my long abs. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that reverse curl in, but I'm going to do it with that top half as well. If you find, again, this is too much, you want to practice your curls in, you can do it like this. Remember, the knees were closed. So again, what I'm not doing is I'm not getting this lift up here. If I want to do it as a full crunch, I'm getting my shoulders off the floor. Because we're working 2 minute sections, you will get a little break after this one. Yes, again, give me that squeeze in. Good, you have got 15 seconds to go with that crunch. Remember, don't bring your elbows right forward, because what you will do there is you'll pull on your head. You can park those thumbs, like I said, days 1 to 3. Remember, you can park those thumbs just underneath your cheekbone there. Lovely, good. Okay, so that's just a little rest before we start the advanced one, which was the crunch up, touch your feet, touch your head and down, or do any one of those other two that we've just done. Okay, lovely, good. So again, it says long abs. Okay, so as I crunch in, I touch my feet, touch my head, so I hold my crunch. Then I come back up again. And remember, as you go down, your rib cage stays down, your shoulders hit the floor. Good, so again, crunch and up. I'm going straight back to the beginning on this one, in that it's just going to be a sit-up. No legs involved. Good, so again, it's intense because basically what we're doing is all those exercises, 6 minutes of ab work. Good, so if you need to stop, give a little stretch out, like that, and then pull back down and in and start again. Back down. Squeeze in, there, out and back down. Good, how are we feeling? It is quite tough. Okay, well done. I am now down into my beginner's one again. So if you want to get right, there's the thumbs, and I'm doing that little curl up. Remember, don't use momentum by doing this at the end and then flinging yourself back up. No pulling on the back of the head. Really think about where those muscles are coming from. Down at the front, all the way through. They give us forward flexion, and here, and get that sit up. Yeah, so again, we want a little bit of definition here. Don't be worried, we won't be really picking up on those six packs. You have to have a very, very low body fat to get that sit up. But what it will give us is nice definition around the front here, around the waist, pulling that in. Okay, here we go. We've got that little rest again before we do the last two. So I'm going to do the crunch and then the crunch and hold. You can do this one again and then the crunch, or any combination that you like. 2 more rounds to do. Okay, so take that recovery, then get ready to go. Head up. Okay, I'm doing that crunch in. Good, give me that squeeze. Good, so my head's not hitting the floor, I'm not pulling on my head, I'm just getting that crunch in each time. Nice and smooth. Remember I said trying to get your coccyx off the floor without opening at the knee. If I do this, it's momentum. I want to keep it closed. Into single figures now, then we've got 1 more minute to go on these abs. Then we're leaving day 3. We're on to day 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay, lovely. Choose which one you're going to do. I'm going to do the crunch and the extension. Good, so go. I'm getting small up at the top. And then I'm holding it. And then letting it release down, but keeping it in check. Taking that coccyx off the floor each time. Good. Lift. Squeeze. 15 seconds left. Pace yourself, make each one a good one, taking your coccyx and your shoulders off the floor. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. Okay, so on to day 4. So a new set of exercises for you. Okay, so here's going to be a plie squat. Okay, so my hip flexors, I felt that on that out, so this time the plie is down and up. My bottom's in close, so it's different to that other type of squat. I'm going to show you from the side and then I'll show you from the front. Okay, so we have 2 minutes to practice here. Okay, zip and hollow on, feet and knees 10 to 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, as I go down, notice my bottom's tucked in, and then push up. Zip and hollow on the whole time. You might feel that you cannot get down quite as low as you might do in a squat, but it's a totally different group of exercises. Different part of my glute is where my glute finishes and the tops of my leg begin. Because my feet are turned out, slightly higher up on my glutes as well, and on the outside thighs. Then when I'm down there to coming up, it's that fronts of thighs, get a little bit more work. Yeah, so again, things to think about. Zip and hollow on, shoulders over your hips still, don't have your bottom going out this way, tuck it in. Good, and then on the way up, I'm thinking about that front of thigh, I'm getting it nice and tight at the top, but also think about your inside thigh, getting you all the way up to the top. You have got 1 minute left on these plie squats. So from the front it looks like this, is down and squeeze up. And now think about that inside thigh, get that little bit of work going on there as well. Yeah, so good shape to the leg, we can work those inside thighs. Good, squeeze it up for me. Good, so again, keep that concentration on, keep that forward tip with your hip. Good, feeling strong. Each time I go down, I make sure I cannot see my feet, that my knees haven't sunk in and done this. You can sink in, and then all the stress goes through the front of your knee. I want it out, outside of my thighs, and those fronts of thighs working for you. Okay, lovely, good. Okay, this time I'm just going to pick up a weight. I would say don't go too heavy with the weight. See how it feels? You might want to change it, because when I'm in my squat, I'm going to lift one side up over my head. So squat with both legs, lift it over, pull it down, come back up. Over, back down, back up. Good, so again, over, squeeze it down. Good, so all the things about my plie squat exactly like they were before. When I look out over my thighs, I can't see my toes when I'm down at this lowest point. I've tucked my pelvis in, so I have to have that zip and hollow on. Want my back nice and straight. Good, lovely, good. Down, squeeze it. Good, so on my way back with that weight, give it a little squeeze underneath the shoulder blade on your lats there. Down, so make it work to bring it back down, your elbow back down into your waist. 2 seconds left. Well done. Okay, I'm going to change it over, and still exactly the same with the legs. Good, so keeping control over and down. And even though my arm is hooked over my head, my rib cage is low. Just remember, I've got that zip and hollow on. So each movement is done with that confidence that you're not going to injure yourself, you're not going to lean to the side. You keep in the middle, your lower half is under control, your top half is under control. You're getting bigger and stronger all the way through. Good. And squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. Good. When we do the next one, you can choose to do either of the ones we've just done. Lovely, because on the next one, it's out straight and then comes up. So it's a little bit more of a squeeze over my obliques here. My legs are still doing what my legs were doing, but my arm is out straight. So a little bit extra work. Okay, so I'm here, come up and then go back out. Stay in the middle, squeeze, go back out. Squeeze, go back out. So you sink back down into that plie squat. Good. And I get that little squeeze in here, front and back of waist. Yeah, so again, my legs still in the plie. Just keep on checking that plie. that your legs haven't given up there and gone down and in. Good. At 1 minute, we're going to change it over. Squeeze it and back down. You have about 20 seconds left. You're feeling the shoulder as well. Good. Strength out there with that long straight arm. That's why I said to you, don't go with a really heavy weight on this one. It's got that long extension. Good. So again, long extension, hard work each time. Good. We've got that weight in our own body. 3, 2, 1. Well done. I'm going to change it over. Into my plie. Out. Squeeze it up. Give me that squeeze. Check your plie each time. Yeah, so remember, come right back into the middle of your plie squat. It's quite tempting to go back out with that weight. Try not to. That long arm is giving that shoulder work, but I'm getting that squeeze in. Lovely, good. Just about to finish day 4. Squeeze it in. And good work, well done. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm going to pick up a slightly heavier weight and I'm going to do single shoulder lifts. They look like this. Up, doesn't get longer. Okay, so on my single shoulder lifts, they come back down to my thighs each time. They just sit there. Good. And give me that lift. So again, it's the outside of your shoulder. Try not to turn with it. Have your knees bent, bottom slightly stuck out, abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. Yeah, so just getting that lift each time. Good, so it's a full 2 minutes. From the side, it looks like this. I end up with my palms facing down towards the floor at the end of that. So I don't get longer in the arm. I keep that bend at my elbow. Okay, so outside to the back of your shoulder is where that lift is coming from. Good, so again, core, because it's one and then the other, and I don't want any twisting, so feel that belly button pulled in really helps to keep your ribcage down and in. Good. We have got 15 seconds to go. Good work, well done. I'm going to stay with one weight and then swap it over after my first one. Okay, so back down in, strong position, like almost like a heel stretch down there. Hands on here. Still with a bend at my elbow, but it goes back behind me. Now my shoulder goes with it a little bit, but what I don't want to see is that this turns like that. You keep your zip and your hollow on, you keep your hips to the front, you keep your chest to the front. The only thing that works around to the back there is that arm, out to the back. Yeah, so squeeze right into your spine there. All these things can be done with a small weight, or if you've not got a weight, you can just close your fist and make that very particular movement. It will still be working those muscles up at the back. Okay, give me that lift. 10 seconds left and then we just change it over. Good. So from the front, this is what it looks like. It definitely goes to the back without me turning. Okay, good work, well done. Okay, I'm going on to the other side. Plant my heel, drop my hips in, keep my abs pulled in, little bend on my elbow, and pulling it back. Good, so top, back of your shoulder, not only for good posture, but that strength through the shoulder blade. Really gives you that definition. Lovely, good. Strong arms, strong shoulders. Keeping us hopefully injury free. Okay, getting that lift, getting that stability to work for you. Getting that lift, goes up behind, goes up behind. Good, so keep that elbow bent the whole time so we know we're not throwing it up there. Okay, lovely, good. I'm moving back to 2 weights again. This time, my palms are facing outwards. So when I get the upright, like an upright row, my elbows go behind. Okay, so it's here, elbows go behind. And when my arms straighten off, I am not letting my shoulders go with it. So again, check your upper back, that it is straight. Give me that squeeze back. Think about those shoulders dropping down your body, not dropping forward as your arms go back down. Good. Give me that squeeze. One minute 20, and then we're leaving day 5 into your day 6. Good, give me that lift. Give me that squeeze. Okay, at 1 minute, I want you to turn it so now your palms are facing towards you, and it's a very different lift. Now again, keep your shoulders, pull back down and in. Much more of a lift. I'm getting it up quite high, up and out. Palms are facing towards you. 40 seconds left. Good. So again, even with no weights, a fist and a lift, it will work. Good, so again, down. My shoulders stay where they are each time. Getting that lift. 20 seconds left now. Good work, well done. Good, we're back on the floor again for our last day 6. Okay, when I get to the top, try not to get your wrist to tuck under. I'm keeping it strong. Through the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. We are getting on the floor. Have a little water break if you want to here. We're just about to do our last day. And again on this one, I am just using my own body weight. Okay, so we're on the floor. My first one is obliques this time. Foot on the floor, one leg over, elbow to my knee. Okay, so I've got no rock going through my hips. It's held here by that position. Then my head comes up, my elbow goes behind, or my hand goes behind my head, my elbow goes out, and I get that nice squeeze up and over. Good, so all the squeezing has to come from my left elbow going over. It's my right oblique that's giving that squeeze. Good, lovely. Those obliques, letting us turn confidently through the waist, giving waist definition and keeping us stable as well. And that sort of any diagonal type moves, turning moves. Okay, we're going to work it down 15 seconds, and all I'm going to say now is change legs, change arms. We're going straight through on this because they're singles. Okay, well done, that's it. Foot goes down, other leg comes up and over, and I'm on the other side. So I want no movement through the hips. Everything has to be done with the twist of the waist. So I have to employ the oblique at the front here, this time obviously on my left, bring my right elbow up and over. Good. We've got 15 seconds left. Feeling it in the oblique. Okay, lovely, good. Okay, on my next one, legs are cycling. If you want to do your legs cycling up here, or down here, or low. And then halfway through, I'm going back to this one, but I'm making it a little harder by bringing up that leg off the floor. Okay, so my head's off the floor, I'm going to do the cycle. So you can go low with the legs, or you can stay up quite high, don't let them go out, or you can keep a little drop here. Same thing as my sit-up, in that my thumbs are just parked underneath my cheekbones there. Good, or you can go out, it's up to you. I have now got 25 seconds left. Make sure it is the twist each time as well. A little twist each time. Good, so you can go back to our original one at the beginning, which is this one here, or I bring it in as a little squeeze, and it just gets me a little bit harder. Good, there, up. Just a little bit more work. Then you're going to get those beeps. Then I'm going to go onto my other leg, and I'm going to finish my day 6 off with elbow to knee. Remember, you can do any of the variations. That foot can still be on the floor. You can be moving it up and over with the elbow. If you can try this one, just gives a little bit of work, more work to the abs and my obliques there to get it up and over. You have got 10 seconds left now. And then I start my last 2 minutes of work. Good work, well done. Okay, lovely. I'm going to do this one here, up with that leg. You can go back to that beginning one where we just went over, or that leg off. Okay, ready? Okay, give me that squeeze. So remember, up and over, give me that squeeze. Get that lift off the floor just to make it a little bit harder. Good, you have 40 seconds left. Bring the elbow up and over each time. Lovely, good. Give me that squeeze. Okay, are we ready? Now you can carry on doing this, either one down on the floor there, or come with me and we're doing our last minute of our day 6. And remember, your feet can be here if you're new to the exercise, or even here if you feel that you haven't got the strength to do the legs as well, or here, any variation of low or lowest. Good, you have got 30 seconds left now. I know abs might still feel a little bit achy from that first session of day 3 or day 6, both about abs. We have now got 15 seconds left, so pace yourself, keep your elbows open, not across your face, control, effort. 3, 2, 1. Okay, lovely, good work, well done. Okay, just a quick little stretch out. I'm going to start with those abs. So a real quick little stretch out for us. Okay, this time my rib cage is up and out. I've lifted up over my head. It feels good to be down through those abs. Okay, lovely. Just put one leg up, come up to look at it, come down. I'm going to do a glute stretch here. So again, I am pushing my bottom close to my knee with this other knee crossed over. Okay, so keep the ankle flexed to keep that knee out and push. Try not to be here dropping back because you'll lose your glute stretch. Okay, lovely. As it comes down, I'm just going to pull myself forward and get a hamstring stretch. You can hold on to your ankle if you want to. I'm on the inside of that knee. Let's just come over for the glute stretch, and I'm just pulling down, getting that back stretch out, getting that hamstring stretch. Lovely, good. Then I'm on the other side. Up, little glute stretch. Okay, as I come back out, put that leg down, put the other leg straight, come down over it, pull down if you want to, get to wherever you can. Try not to just drop the head. Feel that you are getting that stretch out on that lower back as well. Okay, lovely. Over to your fronts. Into that downward dog position. Walk your hands back. You can bend your knees if you want to, till we get right to the back here, and then we unroll. Okay, give me that roll around. Okay, so that rib cage up and out. Little stretch on my obliques. My feet planted. My abs pulled in, my hip to hip. Okay, there. And then a little roll around on that lower half. Feel that hip flex and get a stretch out as you push your hips out. Legs are straight. Okay, well done. Just give it a little shake on. And congratulations, you have now finished days 1 to 6. It's tough, especially on those ab work. And I hope you stick with it. And look out for days 1 to 9. Okay, well done. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.